talk about it. We here at DBJ, yours truly, on Let's Talk About It podcast, where, we talk sports, we talk at cultural events, and, we have a real life conversation about it, debate. So without further ado, DBB, let's get on to the first topic.
Cleveland Browns quarterback competition over. Did the Browns make the right choice for the QB spot?
I got two ways I would want to answer this question, right? And I have to go two ways. But the first one is answering as DBJ, the businessman, right? As the businessman, yes, he made the right decision. You invested $230 million in this. Out of what, 64, 68 possible games, you played 19. And you ain't really look good in the 19, at least enough for us to say you had to have a QB battle with a 5th round pick, who around this time wasn't getting no reps. So it's like, from a business standpoint, yeah, he made the right decision. But to answer the other way, from a fan perspective, the Cleveland Brown fan here, DBJ, hell no, you ain't make the right decision. You should have went with Shedeur. We need to find out, is he the guy or is he something we can build around right now? Give him all the reps. Give him the whole 17 games. And, let's see what he do. If he do what he do, because this is still a young team, so we can't expect a winning record. But he win 7 games as a starter, and he looks good, build around him. Now we got 2 first-round picks we can use elsewhere. So, it's just how you, it's like yes and no. So chat, what y'all think? We need to know, what is the chat thinking? I want to know, what does the chat think?
All right, talk to us. All right, somebody in the chat said, Deshaun Watson get us to the playoffs, it's justified.
Yeah, because for us to get to the playoffs, he had to win games. So it means he won enough games to get to the playoffs. But this is still the AFC. I think to even have a chance of getting in that last seed, if you're not going to win your division, you got to win at least 10 games, 11 games, straight up. The only way you getting in the playoffs on the AFC side with 9 wins, is if you win your division. And at best, you're going to be a 4th seed. So,
Yeah.
It's just different.
Then they said Shedeur can start next year.
I'll put it like this. You can only, look, you don't get better not playing. I get the owner wanting to play Deshaun because of the investment, at least seeing what he can do the first 3-4 games. But last time I checked, your bottom line is your bottom line. I've seen a sign already on social media. I don't know if it was real or fake, of a fan pretty much saying they was going to not come to the home opener if Deshaun Watson was the starting QB. I know I invested $40 million a year in this man, right? He's not worth me losing over $40 million in my home game and revenue to a team in a town that is loyal, that will be there when you're 0-16, be there when you win 1 game, be there when you win 10 and go to playoffs. They will be there. I'm not effing that up. I'm not messing up mine at bottom dollar. To me, you get the first two at road games. If I see, if we go 0-2 and you look bad and it's your fault, you getting pulled right there and there. I'm just gonna say, all right, we just had a bad investment. I'm not waiting 3-4 games of you to get together. Now, if I'm waiting 4, you better be 2-2 and you better look good in 2-2. Because if it looked like the team had to carry you, or you was average or trash, I'm gonna bench you.
We got a comment in the chat. Y'all think they re-sign Deshaun Watson if he get them to the playoffs, though?
That's a good question. I think that's a possibility because chances are they can sign him cheaper because he's really just a one-year wonder. So they can actually sign him cheaper because they always like, we already paid you $230 million. You're gonna have to take this now because ain't nobody else gonna. Well, no, there's always gonna be another team who would want to take a chance on him if he returns back to form. I think it's a possibility though. Like, yeah. And that would suck for Shedeur, but the owner likes Deshaun. And that's the investment they made. So it's kind of like, yeah. I can see it where the owner says, hey, Andrew Berry, hey, get him a contract ready. We're going to resign him. Shedeur is going to be backup. And, you know, if the owner makes that call, that's what it is. And that would pretty much be the move if he was to do that. But I just don't think he's gonna do that. He was rattled in the preseason game. Okay? He was rattled during a preseason game at home and getting booed. You know they don't like you. You know they gonna boo you. You gotta be more mentally tough, especially with the cases in your, history and all that, which I still don't think was your fault, was really a setup, but that's a topic for another day. We talking about just your play. I don't know. It's powerful. I just don't like it. Because I'm more of a Shedeur fan. I'm rooting for him. But Sean, you had your time when you first signed. I ain't seen you in 4 years. I don't care what you do this year unless you take us to a Super Bowl conference championship game. I don't care what you do. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't care. If you get to the what's it called? Divisional round, okay. And Baker Mayfield, he did that.
So somebody in the comments said, will you rather have Shedeur or Arch Manning?
Shedeur. There's no way a rookie Arch Manning is going to be better than a third year of Shedeur. And if Arch Manning is who Arch Manning is supposed to be, you're going to have to get, he probably is going to go number 1 overall. He got that type of height. And if he lives up to it and plays like how he played the second half last year of college, and he played like that, but just better. Oh, he's easily, because his last name is Manning, and he lives up to the hype. He's the first pick in the draft. So I don't think we're gonna do that trash and get him. But I'm taking Shedeur over a rookie Arch Manning because this is still a rookie. He gonna do a rookie stuff that year 3 Shedeur is not going to do. Then it's like this. Arch Manning, somebody is going to hand him the keys because they think he's Peyton or Eli. They're just going to hand him the keys, throw him the playbook, and say, hey, it's on you. And that's not fair.
All right, we got another comment. Would you rather have Shedeur or Jackson Dart?
And I like Jackson Dart. Shedeur, because Jackson Dart, he's a little prideful on not wanting to slide, and he's injury prone. He was injury prone in college, even though I liked him and still thought he was a first round pick. So I'm glad he went in the first round too, because it's nothing more that I like than just being right. And I was right about him. But I would tell you Shedeur, because it's like Shedeur just has like that it factor kind of thing where it's like you can't coach that. You kind of just have it or you don't. Now, of course, he gonna give you some boneheaded plays, but he gives you more wild plays, and he knows to go down. I think I like him better in the pocket and with his presence than Dart. And I think Shedeur's learning how to get out of there when the pocket breaks down way better. Jackson Dart, because he's athletic and he's faster, he can run that wheel and get out the pocket anytime he wants, whether he's rushed or not. And I think he kind of does it more than he should and creates the chance to get hit and sacked. And, he has to go to intent too many times. I don't have time for the concussions. So,
Next topic. 18-year-old streamer Nitro get kicked out of his mom house and assaulted by him. And she called the police on him. Let's talk about it. How you feel about that?
Number one, his mom is wrong. She's an evil spirit. I don't know, ladies, I don't say your present, but based off the clip that I watched on X,